Right now, Chris Jericho about to address the fans assembled here in Now Arena just outside of Chicago as we begin a week of action here in Chicago, all culminating with All Out live on pay-per-view this Sunday from Chicago's United Center.
Well, thank you, Chicago. And we should be happy and festive after only a few days ago enjoying the spectacle and the majesty that was AEW All In at Wembley Stadium. One of the greatest weekends of my professional career. Fozzy had our biggest headlining show on Friday, and then on Sunday, the biggest wrestling show ever. Over 81,000 tickets sold, and that number is shoot, baby. And having a match against Will Ospreay, that's one of my favorites. Overall, it was a show that I will never forget. But there's something I would like to forget, and that's how I treated my brother, Sammy Guevara, after the match. There's something I want to say to him to get off my chest, so Sammy, if you're back there, please come out now so I can talk to you in front of everybody here.
Sammy Guevara.
See, I'm glad to see this.
I mean, Sammy Guevara, the only member of the Jericho Appreciation Society that hasn't walked away from Chris Jericho. But could what Chris did at All In London, could that have just broken, completely fractured their relationship?
I mean, it could be. You can see Sammy's face. I mean, he's not exactly ecstatic to come out here and speak to Chris. I mean, that's just assuming that, looking at his demeanor.
Sammy Guevara, he said he'd always be by Chris Jericho's side. He has been since day one. Dynamite, going back nearly 4 years.
In the heat of the moment, I mean, just to defend Jericho for a second, it wasn't the heat. It was at the end of the thing. He lost the match, Chris. You know, it's tough, emotional.
So, Sammy, listen, like I said, I'm not happy with how I agree. Sammy Guevara, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I know I pushed you after my match. I was frustrated after losing to Will Ospreay. I never should have done that. I never should have taken it out on you. You've been with me from the start. You've always had my back, and you've been my brother. I just was frustrated, man. I didn't know if you had done everything on your end to help me win this match. But watching it back, I saw, as you can see right here on the Tron right here on the screen, I saw what you did with the bat. I saw right here, I had Ospreay in the walls of Jericho. You know, you did nail him right the way that you know, that's what we do. I mean, we all lie, cheat, and steal here. And you did that, and I just want to apologize to you for not thinking that you did everything that you should have done, and I should never have pushed you, and I apologize for that right here in front of everybody watching.
What a gentleman. Jericho's always been a gentleman in my book. Always.
Well, not always, but he's being one right here. Don't want to disagree with you, Taz, but he just did. Won't be the last
okay,
time.
it's fine.
Won't be the last time.
That's nice to see these friends shake hands.
I told you, Chris. I always have your back, and a little push isn't going to break us up, man.
There you go, Sammy.
Thanks, man. I feel so much better now. I really do. I still replaying the Will Ospreay match over and over in my head and thinking, what could I have done to win that match? Maybe I should have zigged instead of zagging, and maybe I should have rolled him up and held him tighter and pulled his tights, and you know, maybe you could have hit him harder with the baseball bat, or maybe I could have
Whoa. Chris, can you say that last part one more time?
I should have rolled him up and pulled the
No, not that part. The other part.
Oh, okay. Maybe you could have hit him a little bit harder with the bat.
Yeah, that one. So it's funny because when I was watching it, Chris, I thought in my head, maybe if you hit him a little harder with the Judas effect, then you could have got it done. Maybe.
Okay. Listen, I don't want you to get insulted or angry. I was just saying that. I mean, sometimes when I ask you to do something, it doesn't turn out the way that I envision it. That's all.
Envisioned it. Okay, I mean, how did you envision it? Was it me leaving my pregnant wife in Orlando, flying to London to have your back?
Well, no, I envision you leaving your pregnant wife in Orlando, flying to London, and being a part of the show, the biggest wrestling show in history, in front of over 81,000 fans, something that the people that didn't make it out to London from the AEW locker room would have killed for.
I mean, I agree. There's a lot of guys back there, Chris, that would have loved to have been on that show. And Sunday it had me thinking, maybe if I wasn't so worried about having your back, then maybe I could have wrestled on it.
Okay, yeah. And maybe if you continue to follow my advice and do what I tell you to do, that maybe next year you will wrestle on that show in Wembley Stadium.
I like the sound of that. And I'll make sure that I follow all your advice and learn how not to lose on the biggest show we've ever done.
Oof. It's getting a little chippy between Guevara and Jericho.
Okay. And maybe if you follow my advice, you won't lose the next time you have a championship match for the AEW title versus MJF like you did.
I think it's getting interesting, actually.
You know, it's funny, Mr. AEW, because 4 years ago, you became AEW champion right here in Chicago.
In this very arena.
That's right. That's right. And then what happened 24 hours later, you lost that very championship outside a steakhouse. Right in Jacksonville, Florida. That's some champion. Right, Mr. Ocho?
It's a very tense moment between two men who seemed inseparable.
Hold on. Okay, just hold on. This is getting out of control. Let's not say something that we're gonna regret later, okay? Listen, this is you and me here, Sammy. Jericho and Guevara, we've been together since day one here in AEW from the very first episode of Dynamite, okay? So let's get back to what we do best. Let's get back to being together, having each other's back, not throwing barbs at each other. Let's reunite the sex gods. And let's go after what we have rightfully earned, a chance to become the AEW Tag Team Champions. Next week, let's start that road. The Sex Gods on Dynamite next week, on our way to becoming the Tag Team Champs. What do you say?
Dynamite live in Indianapolis 1 week from tonight. Will it be Jericho and Guevara in tag team action?
Yes, sir. There you go.
Certainly seems like it.
You can boo all you want. New Tag Team Champions coming right here, the Sex Gods.
Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara with FTR in the AEW World Tag Team Championship in their sights. Tony, oddly happy about this.
I'm very happy about this. I think they make a hell of a team.